What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pokemon Black and White. We are still in Route 2, where of course we run into another wild Pokemon right off the bat, and I think this is actually the first time that I run into a wild Lillipup. I've just been running into a lot of Patrats, and of course another freaking Pokemon. I don't know why, I actually tested this recording like a few minutes ago, and I did not run into any wild Pokemon, but for some reason, whenever I hit that record button, right off the bat, two wild Pokemon right in a row. And now we're going to go ahead and fight this guy here. And as you can see right there, he just said, Lillipup, go! And he does indeed have a Lillipup on his team. It is actually his only Pokemon. So if you guys cannot notice, I'm actually running on a different emulator today. That is why the speed is going just fine. So thank you to all the people that PM'd me and told me how to fix this so that I can use the better emulator. I know the other one probably had a little bit better graphics, but definitely this one has less lag and the music sounds better sometimes. But anyway, this right here is a cut tree. We cannot go past that just yet. We do need the HM for cut and the first gym badge, which we're actually pretty close to getting. If you run around over here, you can find these two items. One will be a potion and the other one will be a Pokeball. So there are two pretty good items right there for beginning of the game. Potions pretty much become useless after the first gym. Well, they are kind of helpful for, like, really low-level Pokemon, since they only heal 20 HP. Now, right here, before this rival battle, I was about to say that you might want to heal up, but Belle isn't, or Bianca is really not that difficult to take out, because she will have the starter Pokemon that you are super effective against. In my case, she has a Tepig, so if you guys are using Snivy, she'll have Oshawott, and if you are using Tepig, she will have a Snivy. So, really, if you have Water Gun Bio now, or whatever other equivalent moves, I guess it would be Vine Whip and Ember, she's really not that hard to take out at all. Her Lillipup might be a little problem, but as you can see in my case, she's just going for Leer. So really not hard to defeat at all. And I just kind of said that her name was Belle there. That is actually something that some people have brought up. They actually did change her name. Chiren's name did not change at all from Japanese to now. I think that might be because he's Asian, so they just kept it like an Asian-sounding name. I don't know. But Belle, I don't know. Belle sounded, well, like what she looks like, and Bianca also sounds like what she looks like. I mean, they both start with B, so I don't know why they decided to change it to Bianca. I personally like Belle more, but for whatever reason, they decided to change it to Bianca. I guess there's some secret meaning behind that name or something. I don't know. Maybe it means something or whatever. Woohoo! You're a tough cookie, Orange. Alright, bye-bye, Bianca. She is going the wrong way. I don't know where she's going, actually, but something tells me she's going the wrong way. So, if you go into this building right here, you can talk to this young man right as soon as you get into Striaton City. He will give you a nice little Great Ball. Those two old lady and men over there do nothing, and also upstairs there's not really anything to do, so let's head back out. And I really love that little spinny transition there into getting into the building. So this is Striaton City. This is actually the first gym. Yes, I am looking for the gym leader, and he could be in the trainer school, which is actually right here. However, before going in there, I'm going to go ahead and heal up. And I'm back after healing up my awesome Charlie the Oshawott. Over here, we can actually get an item a little ahead of time, because we are going to be coming back to this route anyway. So, here is another Great Ball, 2 for the price of 1. Actually, the price was free, considering one guy gave us one, and the second one here, we found it. So, let's see if we can catch up to this girl. Now, she just tells you about TMs. And you actually cannot proceed past there until you've gotten the first gym badge, so let's go back to Striaton City and find out where it is we're supposed to go, which is actually the trainer school, and I just walked past it. There's actually nothing interesting at all to get in any of the buildings here, except for that Great Ball I showed you. Of course, you can go into all the buildings, talk to all the people, they will just give you advice, and just like these people, they don't actually do anything useful. And of course, when I say that, there is this kid over here that I forgot about. He will quiz you on status conditions. Right there, the first one is the top answer, and the last one will actually be Awakening, the bottom answer. I believe the first one was Antidote. He was asking you what heals poisoning, and he will give you a full heal if you answer both of those questions correctly. Now over here is our buddy Chiren. Of course, he's in school because he's a good little Asian and he likes learning, and he will actually challenge us to a rival battle. And that is something about this game that I have noticed, is there are a lot of rival battles. Like, I mean a lot. Between N, Chiren, and Bianca, there are so many rival battles in this game. I guess N doesn't really count as a rival. No, yeah, he has a rival. I was about to say, like, Chiren and Bianca don't really count as rivals because they're not really your rivals. They're like your friends. They're always I mean, they are competing with each other, but I don't know. I wouldn't consider them rivals. They're just kind of catching up on you. And Chiren is more like a rival than Bianca. Bianca's just doing whatever he wants, or she. Chiren, before battling, he will actually tell you a little bit about using items in this game. And as you can see there, he's got a citrus berry on his Snivy, or not a citrus berry, that might just be a regular orange berry. But whatever berry he may have, probably orange, it healed up his HP a little bit, and he's basically teaching you, like, you know, you can put items on your Pokemon and they'll activate, depending on what they are. If you put, like, a potion on a Pokemon, it will not activate. A berry, however, a Pokemon can easily eat and gain HP from that, so just a quick tip for those of you that don't know a lot about this game. Chiren's second Pokemon will actually be Purloin, and if you are noticing, I said last episode when we battled N, that N will usually have the Pokemon that are found in the route before the one that you're heading to. And that was a new move right there that he used. It basically chooses at random a move that one of the Pokemon from the person's party has and just uses it. I really did not pay attention to the name, but that's basically what the move does. And that is it for Chiren's battle. But yeah, Chiren and Bianca will actually usually have, if they have a new Pokemon in that battle, it will usually be a Pokemon that can be found either in the route immediately before or somewhere in the routes before that you were in before you battled them. So if you ever see a Pokemon that Chiren or Bianca might have and you're interested in having one of those Pokemon, just backtrack and you might find it around. And this right here is Silent. He is actually one of the gym leaders for Striaton City, which if you guys don't know yet, Striaton City does in fact have 3 gym leaders. Yeah, I don't know what's up with them. You can actually go ahead and challenge the gym right now. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on that, but before that, you definitely want to make sure to go over here to the Yard of Dreams, because there are some pretty awesome stuffs that can be done before that. So first of all is this last Eerie, I don't know. Actually, my name, pretty similar to my name, except my name has an E and an L after it. Her name was Airy. Her name, you can make it out. Haha. But she will have a Purloin, and that will be cool and dandy, but that is actually not why we are here in the Yard of Dreams. We're actually here, of course she has another Purloin. We're actually here for a Pokemon that we can get that will greatly help us out at the gym. So there we go, last Airy, and you are done. Let's go ahead and go over here, and this young man, no, never mind, it's the one over there. So of course, another trainer battle before we actually get to what I want to say. But let's go ahead and fight this kid then. He is going to have a Patrat up first. And actually, this will bring up a point that I've actually wanted to talk about, that a lot of people have mentioned actually in the comments and in PMs. Something that I forgot to mention is in the first and second route, actually only in Route 2, and Route 1 it's not in there, but actually I'm not sure now that I think about it, but at least in Route 2 I'm sure of it. If you walk around for a while, the grass patches will actually start shaking after a little while if you walk around for long enough. Or actually just a single patch of grass, and that indicates that there is actually a rare Pokemon around there. And this is actually way better explained just demonstrating, but since I haven't been able to find one yet, I really haven't been able to show it off. But if there is a shaking patch of grass and you go into it, you will actually find Audino, which is a very rare Pokemon. It is basically the Chansey of the generation, in the fact that when you defeat it, it gives a ton of experience. So for easy training of your Pokemon, I recommend you walk around for a little while. If you ever see a shaking patch of grass, it means Audino is there. And if you defeat it, you will get tons of experience on your Pokemon. But I really hope I find one eventually, because I want to show that off. And right here, if we talk to this guy, yes, he will ask you what your starter Pokemon was. And since we got Oshawott, he will actually give us Pansear. So yeah, let's go ahead and take it. I mean, why not? Let's have a free Pokemon right there. Pansear is actually one of the 3 elemental monkeys that we are going to be getting, and I'm actually not going to be using it on my team. However, it will greatly help out against the gym battles. So let's go ahead and show that off. And Pansear is actually a fire monkey. Depending on what starter Pokemon you got, this young man will actually give you the monkey that you are super effective against. So for example, if you got Snivy, you will be getting Panpour, the water type monkey. And if you got Tepig, you will be getting Pansage, the grass type monkey. In the gym, you will actually fight the gym leader. Gym leaders have grass, fire, or water type Pokemon, and you will be fighting the gym leader that has whatever is super effective against you. So that is why the monkeys are such a great help in this gym. And actually, I did not want to take on the gym just yet, but it looks like we have a lot of time left. So let's go ahead and yeah, just making sure that there's not any items that I missed. Let's go back to Striaton City, and I guess we'll be able to do at least the gym trainers for today. I really don't want to be taking on the gym leader, but for now, I am going to once again go heal up. And we are back to go into the Striaton City gym. Oh boy. So, as always in all the generations, there is the man that tells you about things, except his dialogue actually changed up this time, and every time you go into a new gym, he will actually give you an item. In this case, he's giving you fresh water, which heals more than a normal potion, so it might help out. By the way, in the Pokemon Mart, you cannot buy anything new other than a potion and a Pokeball until beating the first gym. And over here, the gym is actually a restaurant of some sort. So, you know, there's a waitress, not a waitress, a receptionist lady there. And the little puzzle for the gym is actually just to choose whatever is super effective against the type demonstrated on the curtain. So for the first part, you will choose water because it is super effective against fire. You can actually just press all the buttons and eventually you'll get it right, so I really don't get the point of that. And you cannot skip the trainer battles, by the way. So let's go ahead and go up against the first trainer battle of this gym. He will actually be a little waiter kind of person because this gym, like I said, is themed around, yeah, restaurants. And I don't know, I guess that was just a little glitch there with Pansear. I don't know, that may be just the emulator, so don't worry about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and fight this guy. And I'm actually putting Pansear up first because I would like Pansear to gain some experience. So let's do this and switch out to Charlie because I'm going to be using the switching in and out method. I'm not actually going to use Pansear. I'm just using it for this gym battle because trust me when I tell you this, it will greatly help out if you get that monkey before coming to the gym and actually use it against the gym leader. Even if you're not using it on your team, just get it for a little while, and you'll just get rid of it after you're done with the gym, which is actually what I'm going to do. And I mean, and some people might say, like, you know, that's not cool, you're going to dump a Pokemon for just using it for one gym, but it does greatly help out. And honestly, in the long run, the monkeys aren't that great. They're good in the beginning of the game, but over time, they become pretty crappy. So let's go ahead and fight the second person, and she is also a waitress, or not really also, considering the other guy was a waiter, and this is a waitress, but you get what I mean. Let's go ahead and battle him, and he is going to have, or she is going to have a Patrat, and we are going to take that out with our awesome water gun powers. Speaking of which, today, Pokemon Black and White, oh gosh, Charlie just died. Oh man. Looks like we're going to have to use Pansear to finish off this battle. He actually has a new move called Incinerate, which is just a fire-type move. I actually don't know the stats on that, but I can definitely check them out later on, so let's hopefully win this battle. I really do not want to lose at this point, because Charlie definitely fainted there. However, he was able to help out with defeating the Patrat. And we're both level 10, so I'm expecting to win this battle. I mean, it's really not that difficult. So I'll check out what the base power of Incinerate is right after this battle, so I can let you guys know. And of course, we get that revenge critical hit from that Patrat on that Purloin. And that is Waitress Tia defeated. Awesome. They don't really say anything after you defeat him, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, Pokemon Black and White Episode 4 aired today on Cartoon Network. And let me actually check out Incinerate right there, 30 power, 100 accuracy. And if the target that you hit is holding a berry, it will become burned, so that they can no longer use it. Let's go ahead and open up the final curtain with a Fire type beats Grass type. And that will open up the stairway to the gym leaders up there. So let's not spoil that, because we're doing that next episode. Let's head out, and I guess I'll talk about what I want to talk about next episode, because this one's pretty much over. So let me heal up one more time. And actually, let's just do this on screen, since I'm going to finish off the episode anyway. But that was it for today. Next episode, we'll be taking on the Striaton City gym. If you haven't been able to tell from me telling you that, like, 5 times in the past minute. But yeah, see you guys later.